So these are our model 9901 and 9902 auxiliary lights. The 9901 is an auxiliary ECE High Beam, and the 9902 is an auxiliary punch beam. The 9901 is 128,000 candela. So in ECE regulation, you can have an additional 2 auxiliary high beams. They have to be spaced symmetrically off the center line of the vehicle, so you can mount them up on the roof, on the hood, on the bumper, wherever you'd like, but they have to be evenly spaced off the symmetrical line. We did put the output and tune it so that this should meet maximum candela for ECE for most headlights. Most of our headlights, if they're pairing it with this, should match up. It is good to double check before you do spec it out. And then the 9902 is not ECE legal. It is a off-road only version. So this, we just turned up the drive current and it's putting out 250,000 candela. So it's going to have more punch and energy to push down the road. And keep in mind that these are a punch lamp.
It's real similar to our old pencil beams for those who've been around a while. It's all about seeing long distance down the road. A pair of these, as Greg mentioned, is a 250,000 candela, so it's about 120,000, 130,000 per lamp. But again, all pointed down the road. There's a little bit of foreground bleed, but the bulk of it is in a pencil beam pointed down the road. As he mentioned, this exceeds what's allowable for on-road, so applications for this are going to be off-road, Jeep, ATV, UTV, ag, even some of the construction mining stuff where they're not on-road. You could definitely use it for distance. It's not for foreground. We've got other lamps in our catalog that would give you the foreground lighting and general area of illumination. As Greg mentioned, both are coming with a 2-pin Deutsch connector, which is sealed obviously to IP67 and IP69K for sealing for pressure wash. And the other thing that they did, for those of you who are familiar with the 9900, is Greg had to modify the retaining features that hold the nut for the bracket. The ones that were used in the past had an upset thread nut, which tended to gall when being installed and ended up breaking these fingers off. So this new casting, they've added provisions for the nylock style nuts, which is a godsend compared to what we've been dealing with breaking flanges on these things. So still has the solid stainless steel mounting for a center stud if they've got a 1 lamp application, or if they're using 2 because of the environment, it gives them the ability to use either option for mounting. Other ideas, or I guess other comments on the pattern, again, like Greg said, for the on-road version, as long as you're looking at what the high beams are and they're labeled on the lamps, we should be well within what's legal for on-road. And then if you are looking for real punch down the road, we've got the other option. ISO plots will show you it's definitely a concentrated spot in the center, and the drone footage will give you some idea of distance and what that pattern looks like. Keep in mind, it's a very short pattern and tight to try to get all the energy basically pointed down the road.
So as this one pairs well with your existing vehicle lights on road, this would pair well with other floodlights, other type of lights that will provide your foreground and close-up lighting. This gets you down the road.